It's a first test start for Jordan Murphy, Mark Cueto, and indeed Will Greenwood, who you remember came on from almost the first whistle in Christchurch. The captain wears 12, but will in fact operate outside Greenwood at centre. Prop Gethin Jenkins has been nursing both ankles, but despite not training for most of the week, he is fit to play, and that enforced change at hooker.
Well, Lewis Moody is central to the Lions' hopes of victory tonight. If New Zealand do have a weak chink, it might just be the rookie 10, Luke McAllister. Hurt McAllister and the Lions might just disrupt the rhythm of New Zealand. Key man, Moody.
Indeed, New Zealand with a fresh look themselves this week, with no Daniel Carter or Richie McCaw. But still, Tana Umaga remains a constant as captain. A positional switch for him, but he will remain a ferociously competitive captain and wants to conclude the message now with a totally all-black seal of home approval. The Lions have been cleaned out twice before in New Zealand. Is that about to become 3 times? New Zealand in search of 3-0. And as well as Carter missing, Aaron Major out injured. So that is why Umaga moves to 12. His Wellington centre partner, Conrad Smith, comes into play outside. 22-year-old Luke McAllister wins that Carter shirt. It was going to be Leon McDonald, but he's injured. And in the back row, it's a move for Rodney So-Oialu to McCaw's number 7, Luaki in at 8. Quick look at the replacements. Holler and Evans coming in for New Zealand. Bullock and O'Gara for the Lions. But of course, a moment's silence now.
Everyone was shocked and saddened by the bombings in London on Thursday night.
It was a good ground, though, for Mark Cueto, who played so well here on Tuesday night. Jonathan Kaplan of South Africa is our referee, supported by Stuart Dickinson and Mark Lawrence as the touch judges. One last stop before the return home, which, other than for one infamous year, has been a losing journey from New Zealand for the Lions.
Yeah, and the rain just starts to fall here at Eden Park. Showers predicted, but I don't think the Lions, as they have their final huddle before this tour ends, Gareth Thomas dominating, they will mind the rain one bit. They're going to want pace, passion, intensity. New Zealand will be looking for the precision again. It promises to be a fascinating final test.
Can the Lions fly in the face of all of that history in the past and more recently? Or are they about to join the list of the least successful Lions teams in New Zealand? Stephen Jones. Moody and Thomas going after this, but New Zealand knew what was coming from Lewis Moody especially, but they didn't cope with it. Advantage being played, and remember the passion which we saw from the Lions at the start of the second test a week ago. Sufficient advantage though, and the second knock-on in the game coming from the Lions.
Very good start for Stephen Jones, though. It was a really outstanding kick-off, and Lewis Moody, as he does better than perhaps anyone in the world, was underneath it. Got the wood on Lauaki there, so that's one up in the back row battle. It's going to be such an important one tonight.
Lauaki, who made his debut against Fiji. On with Collins and So-Oialu in this new look back row for New Zealand with no McCaw. First kick from the boot of McAllister, 22 years of age. Wasn't originally selected as Carter's immediate deputy. Leon McDonald had got that role, but a very proud All Black tonight on debut.
That's a superb kick from McAllister. Shadow of his post, 40 metres gained from the middle of the park. That'll settle him now. Shane Byrne, he needs some good line-out throwing to settle him after Christchurch.
Steve Thompson, who came through last weekend pretty well, but Byrne finding his man to a great Lions cheer there. Simon Easterby leader of the Scarlets, and along with Paul O'Connell in that pack, set to be a dominant figure tonight. And the Lions will be delighted not only with the line-out tape, but the surge from the pack that followed. Peel and Jones reunited at half-back in a test match. Jones had a drop goal attempt. He knew that a penalty had been awarded. Rick Somerville had come round offside.
The spoke in the wheel of a Lions drive that was outstanding. I think that's quite significant. When Lewis Moody won the restart, the Lions drove straight through the middle of the All Blacks. That was an outstanding drive again there. Good take from Easterby, but as you say, it's the body angles and the power generated there that are significant. They want to tighten this game up. They want to drive through the heart of the Black defence, suck men in, and then perhaps create space for the likes of Cueto and Murphy wider. It's a good start from the Lions forwards.
Stephen Jones, who will be looking to express himself with ball in hand tonight, but also complete the very important job of kicking accurately for the post, which he does, and the Lions get the lead. But remember, they started last week well too. They'll look to push on from here tonight in this so important game for the whole of the squad, to try and finish on a high. No McCall to face, no Carter either. Call from Jones. Peel, therefore, doesn't have his fly half there. So it's Mark Cueto who does that job, and he does it pretty well. Mark Cueto, overlooked in the early part of the tour, but when his chances have come along, he's taken them, as he did in an England shirt all season.
Well, utterly neglected by Clive Woodward for most of this tour. But you know, here at Eden Park Tuesday night, that left foot of his was quite prominent, and he's used it very well there as well. So that's a good start for him as well.
Just the ball, let him come down.
It has been a very wet week in Auckland, and it's continued this evening on match day. Not as cold as Christchurch. Scene of the first test, and the horrible weather on that night. Collins taking the ball up for New Zealand. Kelleher, who didn't start the series, remember it was Marshall, but Kelleher's got the position now. McAllister tries to go over the top, can't do that, taken by Thomas. Here's Peel, Jones, Lewis Moody. Good support there from Easterby, that was just what he required. Now Gethin Jenkins tries a little chip ahead. It's rather neatly played. Rick O'Gear. Jordan Murphy, the Lions' new test full-back. That's not his best up and under. Came off Loaki. Easterby goes down on the floor, but New Zealand are in danger of getting that one. The Lions have got it, though. O'Connell. And Jones charged down. Josh Lucy. Good hand-up from Lucy. Look at the black shirts there to make the tackle, though once Lucy got away, but the Lions looking to spin it. It's adventurous, it's O'Callaghan. Peel had an excellent series, singled out by Graham Henry this week as the Lions star in the opinion of the All Black coach. Stephen Jones doing what his partner Peel likes to do. Let's take the ball through the middle when there's a bit of space. Slowed down. So Peel goes for the kick. Muliaina is coming across.
Well, no doubt it's an encouraging start from the lineouts. Twice collectively, the forwards have driven through the belly of New Zealand. And Peel with that snipe that almost brought dividends early on in the game. And then Stephen Jones. Here's Jones's charge down because Paul O'Connell's pass wasn't good enough. Good work from Somerville there, but the Lions have got good shape to the early part of this game. They are